Really excited for today's video. We're gonna squeeze this thing down to 4 mil, see how it takes it. If it doesn't go well, we'll just bring the height of cut back up. We're gonna change the pin placement as well, and I'll show you guys the root mass of this area as well, and we'll do a stimp meter reading at the end to see how it compares from 5 mil to 4 mil. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. First thing on the agenda this morning is to get rid of the duck poop. Bruh, it is everywhere. It has actually gotten worse and worse lately. Like, they are going bananas. They have just, I don't know, they're just getting excited about life and turding all over my green. So I need to do something. I need to get something to scare them off. I know my brother at the golf course in town has a few like owls and stuff, so I might go borrow one of those, just some like, not real owls, just statues. Might just get one down here, sit it on the second cut or something, just to scare the suckers away. Get in the blower. Moment of truth, 4 mil height of cut. I didn't think I'd be here this season, but we're doing it now. So we'll do a couple of passes and have a look at the height difference, see how much we get in the catcher after, like, let's go four runs, see how much we get. Oh, we'll just go from there. Hopefully it doesn't scalp. It should be sweet. We've got a lower height of cut bed knife on here, so we haven't got a tournament blade or the really, really fine bed knife, which would allow me to get down to around 2 mil. We've got like the medium grade one, so 4 mil is probably as far as we're going to be able to stretch it. Otherwise the bed knife is actually going to start dragging on the turf itself and just causing weird patterns all over the green and scarring and stuff. So yeah, we're probably at our limit with the 4 mil. Can definitely see a difference in our height of cut here. Let me show you. So we're just sitting on this side at 5 mil, this side's at 4 mil. Can you guys see the difference on camera? Who knows, probably not. But there's definitely a difference when you look up from above. You can see a slight bit of a color change from there to there. So the lower we go, obviously the less color we start to get, although the color of the green at the moment is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. We can see from this side as well. Now, from one, I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, four cuts on that, 4 passes. And our catcher was empty. And we've got, oh man, we're gonna get some grass off today. That's how much we've got off those 4 little runs on that tiny bit of the green as well. happening, dude? What you doing? Hey. So we got a full catcher off that area there, like ridiculous amount of grass, and it looks, the green looks really, really good. So we're one cut in, really, really chock-a-block catcher, and it is cutting super, super well. That is such fine grass. So nice. Schnitty, you want to smell? Schnitty, come here. What's this? What's this? What's this? Schnitty loves it. What's that? Honestly, it was definitely ready for that 4 mil, so I think we're going to keep it here, unless we start to get any disease pressure. Now, the only reason I've been holding off, obviously because I'm waiting for parts to fill in a little bit. We had that burn a little bit a while back with that roller, but you can also have a little bit more disease pressure when you start to cut lower and lower and lower. Sorry, Schnitty's wolfing. We've got some new cattle in the paddock, and he's not too happy about it. What you wolfing at, dude? Oh, bro, I don't think they're scared of you. Something tells me. Hey, boys. Don't lick it. No, don't lick it. Yuck. So if you hear him woofing in the background, that's what he's woofing at, sorry. Anyway, let's get on to our second cut. Second cut done, and we have half a catcher here, so a lot of grass. A lot of grass off the second cut. We're going to leave it at 2 for today. It looks really, really pure out there. Man, looks really, really good. So let's get the stimp meter. Let's measure the speed on this, see how quick it's going. Okay, time to do our stimp meter reading again. So remember, we get the average of the 3 balls in the distance in feet from going one direction and then back the opposite direction, and that will give us our stimp meter reading. Off we go. Nice. So running at 8.9, so a 9. We're basically running at a 9, so it's not really any faster than it was last time. I think it's like 0.3 faster, so it's pretty much the same speed. Now, I do want to say that obviously the thatch layer is probably built up quite a bit. We have been pushing a lot of nitrogen, so the leaf is going to be a lot thicker on this as well. So obviously the more nitrogen you push, and the thicker the leaf is, the slower the ball is going to roll across it as well. So that could be a factor. It could be because it's still slightly moist out here because it's still early in the morning and it's not hot like it was when we were testing it before, because there's a lot more moisture in the ground. So many things. Like, I can measure it this afternoon, it's probably going to be a lot quicker than it is this morning, but we're running not much faster, to be honest. So I'll do another measurement in about a week's time after we've been double cutting this nearly every day for the next little bit and see what the difference is. But let's give it a putt and see if it feels any different. No, it's definitely rolling pure. Look at that. It's just rolling nicely. But let's change the pin and have a look at the root mass on this. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. Probably going to put a pin just up the back here behind me in that area over there on the top shelf, which is going to be a hard spot. Okay, let's change this pin. So we're going to put it here. We might actually take it from just there where there's a pitch mark just take this here. This is an old hole changer. This is actually the one that I used to use when I was on the golf course, and it's old, rusty, and it's old, but it still works pretty well. So I didn't realize how good a condition it was in actually. So I'm gonna be fine using this thing and not buying a new one. What we do is we take a pin from one spot and then pull the cup and the flag out of the spot that the pin was previously in, take this plug, fill that hole, and then put the cup and pin in this new spot here. It's as simple as that. Oh man, I'm interested to see this. So last time we checked the green, there wasn't much thatch layer and the hole kept collapsing on itself super easily. It seems a lot more solid at the moment, but let's just pop this out. Yeah, that's what was the problem with it. It doesn't pull plugs out very well from memory. All right, that broke apart because clearly there isn't roots all the way down. There we go. There is our root system just there. So not too bad for 12 weeks. Not too bad at all. Nice and dense, as we can see. Not too bad at all. I think we can do better than that though. I think we need to start upping the kelp, putting kelp in there more often. Let's get those roots really, really pushing, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. Not too bad for 12 weeks old. Woohoo! Not the way you're supposed to get a cup out. You're supposed to have a cup puller, but that has been sitting in there for way too long, so it is a little bit overgrown, unfortunately. Look at that. It's a mountain. Yeah, this is the worst I've ever seen someone put a hole back in there. That was a bit silly. Not too bad. I mean, if I didn't volcano it, leave it in there for a couple of weeks, we would have been sweet, but hey, not too bad. Nice clean hole, boy. Luckily, it's straight as. Beautiful. That is not an easy pin placement. Not a very big area up here. And if you miss it, I mean, you're off the green. It's pretty flat around here, so it's not too bad, but it's not a big landing area. Plus the green isn't holding because it's so firm. Should we take a shot in? Yeah, let's take a shot in. 3 shots, no editing. If I shank one, it's on camera. Well, that's actually not too bad. Come, kick right, kick right, kick right. Oh, short. That one's short. Chunky. So here's our first shot here, so not too bad. It was that close to running off that slope there, and it would have been the end of it. Very hard pin placement. You've basically got to land it on the fringe there, or on the surrounds, and let it bounce onto the green. Now, I did have one land. Where was it? The one that I hit that was a little bit short. I picked it up already, sorry. It landed about here somewhere. There it is. There's the pitch mark. And it basically stopped right next to it. So it's hard because it's a bit softer out here because it's all clay. So it can stop on a dime. So you still have to land it really close to where that tripod is, which is where mine basically landed. And then kicked out and rolled down to there. So not easy, but let's putt it and see if we can get a birdie. Whoa, whoa, stop rolling. Woo! Come on, bro. 3 putt. That's one part of my game I need to improve, is my putting. Thanks guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Excited to see how much quicker this gets at the 4 mil once we start consistently cutting it more and more and more. I'm gonna say it's gonna get quite a bit faster. The goal would be to get it to about, I wanna get to a 10. So whether that be bringing down the height of cut a little bit or just constantly cutting in different directions and getting it used to that height of cut and backing off our nitrogen should get us there without having to lower our height of cut anymore. But cool to change the pin. It'll be fun to hit into this spot up the top here. Very, very different. The cool thing about this green is the way I've designed it is that every pin placement is just so different on this hole, which is what makes an exciting par 3, and that's just from one tee box. We will have the other 2 tee boxes in the paddock as well, which I'm probably going to start spraying out the fairway next week, the 2 fairways. I'm just waiting for Matt, my mate, to come out with the surveying stuff. We're going to mark out where the fairways are again because I've ran over the pegs about 1,000 times. So when he does that, we'll spray the fairways out and we'll start ripping into it. Man, excited to really start playing this once it's all going and we've got heaps of tee boxes in here. But anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate the support as always. I'll see you guys very soon.